Hello students, welcome to the discussion on UPSC Mains PYQs, and today we shall be discussing another question from Environment and Ecology from 2025. So let's start. Our question is, examine the factors responsible for depleting groundwater in India. So this is the first part. Second question is, what are the steps taken by the government to mitigate the depletion of groundwater? So I think it is very simple question. First of all, you are provided a problem, and for that problem you have to provide the causes or the factors responsible, and finally you have to provide the solution. So in these easy type of questions, your main focus must be the structure of your answer, because see, the topic is also very simple: water, fresh water or groundwater, or something like that. And the second thing is, everyone would be knowing 4-5 points about the remedies also and about the causes also. So how you will stand out in these type of questions? Through the value addition. We will discuss how you can add value in these type of simple questions. Okay, so now let's start how you will approach. So first of all, we will be talking about the structure. What shall be the structure? So see, starting with the introduction. What should be your introduction? So see, the question is on the depletion of groundwater. So if you are having any report related to groundwater, so you can provide the data from that report. Or this is the very famous data that India is largest extractor of groundwater. Through these ways you can introduce your answer. Now coming to the body part. So basically, as we already discussed, there are very simple two parts. First of all, you will be discussing the factors, and second part, you will be providing the government measures, remedies provided by government. Now coming to the value addition. So in value addition, since it is a geography question, as we have already discussed about it, you have to mention some of the regional aspect, some of the locational aspect. So locational aspect you can write in two ways. First way is to write a case study. You can provide a case study of particular region or particular country, and you can mention a small map. So this is the first way of value addition in geography questions. Second way of value addition is to make a map, and then you can highlight some of the regions where these all types of problems are happening. So first of all, let's discuss about the map. So you will label some of the areas where these issues of groundwater are happening. So this is one way of value addition, and second way is the case study. So for example, I can take case study of Punjab or Western UP, and here you can write, if you are having data, that by this amount the level of water table has gone down. Okay, so this will be the third part of your body, and finally we will be coming to the conclusion. So in conclusion, you can talk about sustainable development goals, or you can talk about some of the best practices from other countries. So in this way you will sum up your answer. Now let's discuss some of the important factors. Now see, here you have to focus on one more important thing, that when you are discussing factors which are responsible for depletion of groundwater, 4-5 factors everyone would be knowing. The challenge here is to prioritize the points, that no, first which point will come, second which point will come. For example, if here the question is on depletion of groundwater, so it's not like first point only you will write that it is because of urbanization. Yes, urbanization is one of the reason, but first point you can't write it is because of urbanization, right? So on any question of water, please remember you must start from agriculture. Why I am saying agriculture? Because question is on groundwater and agriculture is the largest user of groundwater. That's why you have to start your point either question of groundwater or water. You have to start by agriculture only. So in agriculture, you can write various things. Because of the subsidies given by government, there is over exploitation of groundwater. Plus, in the dry regions, water intensive crops are grown. So in this way, see, it's not like you will just keep on writing the subheadings. You have to explain also that how these things are, because of these things groundwater is depleting. So first point will be agriculture. Second point, actually on any question of groundwater you can learn these 4-5 points in this order only you have to write. Second, you can write about the monsoon. Because of the erratic monsoon conditions, less water is on the surface and hence less water will be percolating in the underground. So this will be about the monsoon. Third, what you can write? Third point, maybe you can write about the urbanization. And see, even if I am writing just this word urbanization, what you are understanding? Nothing, right? So you have to write that because of urbanization there is concretization. And because of concretization, there is reduced percolation of water. And because of this reduced percolation, there is reduction in recharge of groundwater. So in this way, you can establish links. Now, fourth point, what you can write? Fourth point, maybe you can write about increase in population. And why increase in population is reason? Because it is increasing the demand. So you started with agriculture, then monsoon, then urbanization, and finally increase in the population. So in this way, 4-5 factors you have to write, and main focus must be on the priority. That how you are prioritizing your points. Now, see, in these type of questions, where a particular problem is given, then you are being asked about the causes or challenges, and finally you are asked about the solutions or government remedies. So whatever factors you are writing in first part of your body, you have to provide solutions for those only. See, if I am saying we have the problem related to agriculture is one of the cause, then provide government initiative related to that thing only, that what government has done to address this over exploitation of groundwater in agriculture. So in this way you have to relate. It's not like you will start that agriculture, because of agriculture there is over exploitation, and solution you are providing related to urbanization. It is correct, but you have to relate the solutions. So in this manner we come to the second part of question. And second part is the government initiatives. And see, there is a basic template to write about government initiatives also. Either the question is on water or pollution or vulnerable communities, anything. If you are writing about the remedies, like remedies you have to suggest from your side, or if you are writing government initiative, there is a particular framework. See, first of all, you will start with the policy initiatives. That whether government has made any policy. See, policy is actually a broad framework, and based on those policies, some of the legislations are made and states are taking initiatives. So first of all, you have to start with the policy initiative. Second, you can talk about the legislative measures. See, this is a common framework you can use for any kind of problem. Maybe for some, maybe you don't have policy initiative, but if you remember these 4-5 points, at least 3 points you can write in the exam. So second, we can go for the legislative measures. Third, what you can do, you can talk about the institutional measures. What is the meaning of institutional measures? For example, Central Groundwater Authority is an institution. So if we are writing about water, you can use those institutional measures. So here, third point will be institutional measures. Fourth, what you can write? in any problem you have to include the technology also. So here you have to write the technological measures also. And in any problem you have to include public also. So there has to be community related solutions. So question on any problem you have to write under all these frameworks. So now since the question is on groundwater, so what you can write about the policy initiative, about the legislative measures, about the institutional measures. Here you can write about Central Groundwater Authority, and yes, add one more point, add schemes related to groundwater. So here you can write about Atal Bhujal Yojana, talking about the community solutions. So here you can provide solution about watershed development program. So in this way, and in the legislative measures you can talk about the Environment Protection Act. So you can provide the solutions under all these heads. And finally you can write the conclusion. See, if you are not getting any idea what to write in the conclusion, you just summarize the complete answer in 2 or 3 lines. Or what you can do, first thing, you summarize your answer. Second thing, you can talk about SDGs. Or third thing, you relate this phenomena with society. For example, if we are talking about depletion of groundwater, so can't you say that depletion of groundwater is impacting health of society? And if it is impacting health of society, can't we say that it is affecting progress of nation? We can do that. So in this way, you can relate with society also. And now, coming to the value addition, which we asked. So see, I already made this map. Now if we are talking about groundwater depletion, so see, it is the easiest thing because you have to show the locational aspect. So as you already know, this is the region where groundwater depletion is happening a lot, and in this region of Tamil Nadu. So here you can write and you can name this map, overexploited areas. Overexploited areas, because see, you are making map, diagram, anything, at least you have to name it. If you are not naming it, so no use. So here you have to name overexploited areas with respect to groundwater. Or here case study you can provide, because recently only there was a report that in regions of Punjab or Western UP, the groundwater table has reduced by about 2.5 meters. So here you can write this, you can make a box, and here you can make a small map. Case study is done. Okay, so this is a way how you approach for any geography answer. So now please pause the video for 7 minutes, write your answer, and then we shall be discussing answer in brief. So let's start our discussion. See, so in introduction, as I have already used the data, so here since the question is on depletion of groundwater, that means it is creating some scarcity. So here I have related the population with groundwater. So I have written that India has around 18% of world's population, but only 4% of freshwater resources. And here I have given the importance of groundwater also, that why it is important. And here you can also write that India is largest extractor of groundwater. So in this way, you can write your introduction. Now, coming to the body part. So in body, talking about the factors responsible. So here we have already discussed. So first here also I have discussed about the agriculture. So why there is excessive use? Because of the subsidies provided by the government and because of the overuse of water intensive crops. Okay, second thing, we can talk about the erratic monsoon or erratic rainfall conditions. Third thing, we have discussed about the rapid urbanization, because rapid urbanization leading to rising demand and leading to concretization. And here poor water management practices also I have added, because there is reduction in the practices related to traditional water management practices. So these are the factors. Now related to these factors only, I have provided the solution. So see, I have divided here also, starting with the policy related steps. So in policy related steps, I have started with Atal Bhujal Yojana, or you can talk about National Watershed Management Program. Coming to the institutional setup, so here I have discussed about Central Groundwater Board or other community based institutions. Next. Now, here you can add other steps also. For example, if government has introduced a particular scheme where financial incentives are provided, so you can write about the financial incentives also. Okay, and finally coming to the conclusion. So in conclusion, here I have written a very simple conclusion that as we know that groundwater depletion threatens India's water security, and then I have provided the solutions, that is the scientific management of water, inclusion of community in the water management, and finally the revival of traditional water management practices. So I think that's all for this question. Thank you.